Welcome, you guys, to another Thursday call. Inspiring epic change around the world. All of you. Oh, it's so good to see you guys all here. This is very happy. Okay, so 2016, Jessica and I were just joking about, these memes that are going around where the hummingbirds falling down the hill, and he's like, 2016. And I saw this guy rolling down the side like a whale, crazy, like 2016. I mean, it has been, it's been a year. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's what we've all experienced. I can't speak for everybody, but it has been quite a year. And so I just want to talk just real quickly. I don't have any earth-shattering anything to share or teach or anything, because you guys are all so good at what you do. You are so knowledgeable, and you're running your businesses, and there's nothing I just tried to share a screen. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. There's nothing that I can say today to any more than what you guys already know. As a team, we definitely are stronger together, and we have so much to share with each other about building this business. And I think that's what's awesome about what we have here. And I want to definitely utilize more of that, more of our team essence, more of who we are as individuals and what we've been doing. Mute, sorry. And but I did want to touch on two things that I posted on the team page, and I know it's hard to see all of them, and we may see things and not see things because things roll around. But the post about the what next post, I think that that's a really important attitude for us to adopt as a team and as individual business owners. It is really frustrating for you, for me, for all of us when we have setbacks in our business, when we work so hard. We have coaches who quit, or coaches who step away or step back. You hear that. And I'm not looking at the post now. I'm just regurgitating what I remember. But having that kind of what next attitude always helps, because it sets you for the next step. And thinking about your end goal, whatever that is important to have. But as I'm learning more from leaders and people in the network marketing field, you can have that goal, but it's the activity that you have to reinstate. So if you're looking at your business and you're looking back and going, okay, what's going on? Why am I struggling? What's happening this year? Of course, our personal lives, absolutely. And business-wise, what's happened differently in my business that has that I can look at? What did I do? What did I do differently this time last year that was helping me succeed that I'm not doing this year, or this month? Or what was I doing 8 months ago that was working that I'm not doing this month? And I think so. It's a simple question, but it's difficult to put into practice, because then we have to go, okay, I'm not posting the same as I was 8 months ago, or I'm not reaching out to building enough relationships, or I'm really not putting in my power hour. Those are tough things, because it's like then we have to change them, and then we have to be honest about it first, and then we have to change them, and that's not, that's always not fun, but it's important, because you guys are business builders, you're leaders, and you guys are the ones that are the thread that pulls the team together. You have your own teams and people that you're working with. And so, I look at you guys as the ones that have to ask those tough questions and be like, okay, what do I need to do differently? What do I need to do differently? I talked about this on our team call last week, about being vulnerable about the things we're struggling with, and being okay with that, and being okay as a team to talk about it, and using the team page as a place to be vulnerable. Talk about what's happening. What are you struggling with? And I think that when we do that, we put things out there, first of all, they're out in the open, and it's not hidden, and it's not, scary, but you know what I mean? It's not like you said it and things are out there. Like we talked last week about, we talked about happy and crappy, things that were happy and things that were really crappy. And, one coach said that she was struggling with her why. And that's a super important thing to say out loud, because when you're struggling with your why, then you said it and now you can reassess. And I think that happened with her. So I'm super excited. So yeah, we always have to ask what's next and then assess what that looks like. So that's what I would love everybody to do. It's like, what's next? And okay, so maybe in 2016, the things you wanted to happen so far in the business haven't happened yet. So what's next? I listen to, of course, I follow Josh Coates and I follow Bob Heilig and these people, and they just say things. I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't have said that any better, even if I thought what they were saying. And Josh Coates talks a lot about how we have these goals that we set for ourselves and then we didn't reach them. So we lower the goal and then we're like, oh, I didn't want that goal anyway that bad, which he says, and he's funny. He says, that's a lie. You still want that goal that's way up here, right? That you had in January. He goes, it's a lie. You still want it, but it's harder to think about reaching it because it's almost the end of the year. So he says, push that aside. You may not get that big goal that you wanted, whether it was Premier for your team or whether it was Diamond or whether it was Star Diamond, whatever it was, or helping another coach become Diamond, whatever, building income, building your volume, whatever the things are. He said, don't set your sights here, because every time we set a goal, it always takes more work than you think it's going to take. So even if your goal is low, it's still going to take this much work. And we only do like this much, right? Really. But if we're here, if we push it up to here a little bit, then we're going to do this much more. So what I'm saying is that set what's next, go for it, work this next couple months, see what you can do, set those heights. Don't set yourself short, and find out what you want to do and do it. Do it as best you can for the next couple months. And if you don't hit it, you tried your best, and that's all you can do. So that was really motivating to me when he said that. And he did like a 2-hour training, and I listened. I was on the whole time. And then Bob Heilig, I put that video of his on our team page. I loved what he had to say, because he was like, the first couple years of your business, you're going to make like nothing. You're going to make like pennies. He said, you'll make so little money, you'll think, I need to go back to my 9 to 5, because I got paid. And he's like, but I'm telling you that if you stick with what you're doing and you show up every day, and he made it very clear. He said, you got to show up every day still. You got to be consistent. He goes, but if that little consistency of every day, and he named what's my favorite book? Not The Compound Effect. The other one, Slight Edge. He said something about the slight edge. He goes, it's just that little thing every day. And he goes, so many people on the precipice of that turning point, and then they quit, or they stop and start. And he talked about how hard it is to gain momentum when you start and you're going, and then you stop. Like you start, you're posting your posts are thoughtful and you're vulnerable because you've kind of planned them out a little bit along the way, and then all of a sudden, you stop doing those things, and then you start again, and you stop and you start again. And he just said that is hard. It's hard on you, and it's hard on your mindset, and it's hard on your momentum. So and so he just shared that, most people quit when they're right on a big breakthrough. And he said, people think I'm lucky, because he's very successful. He goes, but I busted my ass for 10 years to get where I am today, and I didn't stop. He goes, I had really crappy months. I had people who didn't believe in me. I had, just named a bunch of stuff. And he said, and I just kept going, because I knew that in 10 years, it was his time, I would be someplace else. So that was and it's literally 5 minutes. It is such a good pep talk. I was like, yeah. So that's on there, and you guys should definitely go watch it. And then the other thing that was really cool today is that Eric Teamsy, I don't know his last name, Eric Teamsy, but he's a Beachbody coach actually. He talked about avocados, and I love avocados. And he talked today about, he was walking his dog and he saw these avocado trees that this neighbor planted. And he's like, I love avocado. And I'm like, I feel you, Eric. And he said, you know, those avocado trees are totally not going to produce any fruit this year, but they will next year. They'll be like dripping with avocados. And he talked about how value and how building value into people's lives is more important than anything you'll do as an entrepreneur. And he goes, if you build value, and we know this, we talk about it, but it was just such an interesting thing. He goes, those trees don't look valuable at all, but like in a year, they're going to be dripping with fruit. And he goes, if you deposit value into people's lives every day, you know, whether it's a simple message of how you can help them today. And I think we even saw a team call with a top coach about this. And it's interesting. They may know each other, Eric and her. But he talked about depositing value into people's lives and just messaging people and saying, hey, just thinking about you. How can I help you today? And I think, like, I remember that call now. But how can I help you today? It was a wake-up call. And just depositing. Because then one day, what's going to happen is you're going to have so many people you deposited in that year that the business will eventually happen, because it's going to like be that avocado tree that's just like dripping with people who want your help. And they will reach out to you, but you have to be consistent, and you have to do what Bob Heilig said, and just go, even when it is hard, even when it feels difficult. So I'm looking forward to watching this tonight and finding some, ways to do that, to deposit more value and to be more organized and as a leader. So I'm stoked about it. But I don't know, did Meredith pop off? I guess she did. But yeah, so I just wanted to just high five you guys and virtual fist bump. Well, not virtual, right here. And just, there you go. And just say that, you know what? We have 3 months left in the year. Well, October, yeah. Just figure out what's next. And it's okay if it's a big goal. I mean, maybe, sorry, my knees. Maybe it's diamond rank. Maybe it's 2-star. Maybe it's whatever. Because I think those goals are important, because they are your business building goals. But just the activities that have to go behind it, they're important too. So what's next? Question to ask yourself and answer. Figure out that goal that you want and just go for it big time this year. And then 2017, we're not going to roll down any hills. We're not going to fall down any slides. We're going to learn from 2016, and 2017 is going to be amazing too. I mean, there were amazing things that happened. We just learned from things. We learned from everything. So, all right. I babbled on, but those are things that were on my mind. And I think that if you do those things, you will stay centered in the business, and you will be so successful. And you are going to be. You guys are all going to be. Don't think you're not. Don't ever think you're not. That's one thing you have to do, is have the mindset. All right. So Anita posted on the team page the next level diamond training. I think that you were in, Jessica. And Megan, I think you were in it too. Were you in it? Yeah. Okay. Well, she posted that if you guys are going to add a coach to that, my only thing would be is really focus one-on-one with them in a chat and follow them through it. Like, if they're going to do it, then you need to have them be accountable to you. That's the best thing I've found so far, working with coaches one-on-one, new coaches especially, and like get training that way, because it just seems to be more personal. And if next level, I'm sure it's a lot of information. I can't wait to check it out myself. I saw a little bit and I'm excited. So, So that would be all I would say about that, is if you have a leader that's going to be in there, do it. And if you want to be in it yourself, Jen, were you in that? Were you in the next level? Hello? No, you're muted. Sorry, you're muted.
Okay. I was, and I'm glad that I did it, but I think it was like too early for me. Like I would agree, not that it wasn't like good, you know what I mean? But it was so much, and it was so overwhelming. So I definitely would agree with the, like, your recommendation to like one-on-one with people. Cause I was like, it's so many videos, it's twice a week. Like it was kind of overwhelming. So it was great, but
is there anything, I know Katie's your coach and that's cool, but I mean, of course you guys work together, but is there anything I can do to help you? Cause I know you're there. You're right there.
Well, I really liked everything that you just said, because I'll say whatever. I like wrote down in my goals that I would like get the 2-star bonus for Christmas. Like that was going to be like the thing that I was like going to get. And like, so I was like, been counting on it. Right. Not counting on it. I can see, but, so then I like was like, well, obviously that's not going to happen. So I like let it, and I'm glad that you said that, because like everything you said tonight, because, I have like, when I look back, it's like I'm definitely not in the place I was in February. I'm in a better place. So I think a lot of times I lose sight of that. Like I just want it to be like quick. So I'm still going to try to get the 2-star bonus for Christmas. So, yes.
Okay. Well, identify the coaches that are really showing up and listening and working. I mean, they could have room for improvement. They don't have to be like perfect coaches. I don't even know what that is. I mean, pick a couple people that you can literally work with in a chat and work one-on-one with them.
That's a good idea. And
help them have some, okay, this week, let's, work on your Facebook post or whatever they are. And this week, let's do your banner. Let's make sure your banner shows you're a coach. And then say, okay, let's have some conversations with some people that want to build this, or that want to be in a challenge group. And then let's talk to the challengers about, you know what I mean? There's steps.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, because a lot of what I've been doing is like just like I post into like my team page, which is very small. So like to me, it still seems like it's like personal because it's only like 5 people, but it's still like that group. Like it's not one-on-one. It's still like, well, she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to like the other 4.
Sorry, I mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Team pages are awesome. And if it's an active page and if there's a lot of people posting, like you guys, if you're posting, people will see it eventually. But yeah, I think that chats are good for that, because you're like, okay, listen, I'm going to really work with you, and I'm going to put you in a chat. We're going to check in. Is that something you would like to do? Always ask. I found, is that something would you like to do that? Would that sound cool? And ask them that. Yeah. And then go for it that way. That's what I would do. And then, give them a goal. Like you give them a goal, say, I think you could be diamond by, think about it, and then say, what do you think about that? You have to show them that they can do, like, you have to like say, you can do this.
Right.
Because it's 2 people that are emeralds.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's really what they are. And then they're coaches. You know what I mean? Like, you have to look at it simply.
Yes. Makes sense.
So yeah, you have to I know it's overwhelming. It can be.
So Anita posted 2 things. She posted the new coach training. Is that what you meant? The new coach training? And then she posted a next level, yes, but that's for like diamonds and beyond, she said, right? Yes. That's what her post said.
I think that Megan and I did, and Meredith all tagged people.
Okay. I shared the new coach training with my coach.
Good.
I asked to join too, just so that I can do what you're saying, like chat with her and follow along and know what she's looking at.
Yes, and you give her a goal. And you say, I'm excited for you. We are, as a team, so excited for you. We were just talking about how cool this was tonight. You know what I mean? Like, really edify it and be like, because it's a big deal to be building your business, and really edify it and be like, we're all rooting for you and we can't wait for you to build your business. So here's my goal for you. What do you think about that? Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think that that's really good to do a one-on-one chat with people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's.
Oh, and something I learned in a training recently was bombbomb.com, and Anita shared it, I think, in the team page too, but that's not where I first saw it.
No.
You can do, it's free. You can do video email responses. So if you're using like your Gmail, you record a video. So I did that like with a couple of my challengers. So it's even better than just voice texting. And it's only like a minute long. Like, hey, we were talking about, 21-day fix. Are you still wanting to do that? But it's like in video, so they can see me, and it's for them specifically, not.
So bomb, B-O-M-B, B-O-M-B.
B-O-M-B-O-M-B. Bomb, I think.
I love it. I put that in the, right, okay, yes, no. And so
yes, I can share that with you all. It's free, and you just attaches to your Gmail.
And then you send
so,
it, you send it to an email, or do you send it in Messenger?
Email.
So it's in an email to a chat.
So it has to be people you've moved over to email.
Got it.
But
cool. So
I'm trying to do that more and more, just because I don't know.
I love that. No, I think that that's great. I think anytime you can attach your voice and your face together is good.
And it's personal. It's not just like a regular video. You're just like, hey, Julie, what do you. So they're getting your sincerity.
I saw the video that Anita posted, but I didn't know what that was. But
yeah.
Weird that she does. Okay.
Do they have to have like a special app to be able to see it?
Nope.
Okay.
Goes in Jessica said it goes into you attaches to your email and then you send it.
Yeah. So you'll like compose an email, and then it has this little button, and you just push it. It's called an extension on your Gmail. But, you just install it, and it's not on your computer. It's just on your email.
So do people get a link in their email, or do they open the email and you're just all sitting there talking?
Yeah, it's like you're being they can choose to play it or not.
So you open the email
message.
Want to get challenge back?
It's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it for an initial invite. I think it's probably more useful for like following up with a coach, or
I love it. Or did you have a chance to watch the video I sent you about coaching? Whatever. Yeah, I think that's great.
And I'm going to say that the thing that real quick, that I've realized that I was not doing so well, I was really tracking with Streak really well for the first 6 months of the year. And then I just I got lazy of like putting them in there. And I think that's why I got to Success Club this month, but it's been hard to get there. And I don't think it would have been because I've gone back to my messenger, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to respond to so-and-so. And I didn't, it wasn't a ton of people, but it's enough that like.
Well, my messenger, all the messages disappeared.
Did you ever fix that?
You ever fix
it? Never came back. Nope.
That is so crazy. It does push it down.
I know, and then usually it would still come up. I could always go back to anything. It won't go back past.
I guess you could now send a message to everyone and be like, hey, crazy thing. I got rid of all my messages. Were you interested in Challenge Pack? I don't remember.
I just scroll through my friend list, and then I have a really good memory, and John hates that about me. So I pretty much I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah, I send the message and I'll remember how we left it. But then I'm like, is it long enough just to bring something up so it gets back into the thing?
Oh, well, that sucks. I'm sorry, hon.
Oh my God, it's awful.
Well, I'm excited about your friend, and I hope she joins. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her a message right now. She's in Norway.
Oh, I've never been to Norway. I'd like to go.
Subway emergency.
Long plane flight. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, I was going to say something. So I want to know about that extension. And yeah, that's my problem with Streak, is that I like how it alerts me, but I have to load it up. That's why I think I'm going to like Teamsy. I talked myself kind of into trying it for 30 days because it does it, I usually still have to put people in, but it does pull everybody in. So I'm kind of excited about that because I'm not good at putting the names in. It's bad.
I think tracking really, even if you're a pen and paper person, you just have to like pick and.
Yeah, I like it. I'm pen and paper. Okay, so we got a plan. Okay, so both Angel, I'm gonna have to put Angel and Meredith's faces on here.
And Karen.
Karen was here.
Angel's picture. Who was Karen? Sorry, I'm her.
Karen too.
Yeah. Who else was in? I'm gonna have to find a new picture of Angel. It's the same one she's had for a long time. All right, Jen. Well, hey, Jen, you just take it slow. Take a couple coaches to work with. Don't overwhelm yourself because it's very simple. It's just some simple steps. Enrolled for your coaches is 2 people. 1 person with a discount, 1 person with a discount, or wants to work the business. And since they're doing the script and the enrollment part, I like that part. There are 2 ways to enroll. And usually people do it. Some people don't.
Yeah.
Just relax. You'll do it. Just let us know how we can help you. All right.
I will.
And anything you guys are doing, another thing too, anything you guys are doing with your teams, share that with the big team. I think you guys are working on vision boards.
I heard something on my corporate call that I thought this was really cool.
Oh, tell me.
It's it says like tag your it, and so when like right now she'll be at like the end of her or midway or towards the end, she's like, what was your goal at the beginning? So I wrote down, she goes like, what was your goal at the beginning? How are you, or where are you at right now? And then how will you get to it at the end? And then she tags someone in the group to get them talking when they stop talking. So it'd be like, or Jess, tag, you're it. And then you go, and then you do your thing, and then you tag Jen. And so she goes, it gets everyone back to talking in the challenge groups.
I like that. Oh, in the challenge groups.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, that works for team too. Tag your it. What was your goal in January? That could work too. Yes, that is very cool. Very good. I like that for getting challengers talking. Thank you for sharing that.
Hey, Jen, if we get, and Megan, anybody else going for it, if we get to 2-star by December 31st and have 30 elite points, we can go to the new leadership conference.
Yes, guys.
In February.
Oh,
in California.
The amount of
That's very cool.
I missed, what'd you say?
So I'm not anywhere near that amount of points anywhere.
Don't even. But
It's okay, Megan. I don't get points yet. I'm not diamond. So if I can get there, you can get there. You have like 1.
Stop it.
I'm 11.
Who knows?
I'm 11.
Those points happen when you help your.
Yeah, I have 17. I was just looking at them today. I have 17. I don't know why I have them.
You're halfway there. Plus 2.
You had people.
I know. I only have 3 months left, but I'm going for it.
You had coaches who achieved Success Club in the 2015-16 year.
Yeah, it counts that too.
You don't get like back points though, right? Like the points don't start until I hit diamond.
No, they're already accumulating.
If you become diamond, they'll count.
You can't see them until you're diamond.
Yeah. I did have a coach who hit Success Club and then she quit. So
back days. Yep.
Yes.
It's sitting in a little log somewhere just waiting for you to hit diamond.
And if you hit Success Club, you get twice the amount of points.
Yes, exactly. That's why it happened so quickly. That's why in 2014-15, you guys were rocking it, and I rank advanced, and then Premier happened for us. I mean, it happened. It was like completely didn't even like plan it because you guys were so good, and so that's what happened. And so your coaches just need to hit Success Club, and that's just showing them consistently the things that they can do with being, how that's going to help them. So if they're hitting Success Club, they're going to be making a little bit of Christmas money, and that's nice too. That's an incentive. So it's okay to make money. Yes, we have to have that mentality. As long as we can use the money for good things, helping people, and big ideas that we have in the world, why not?
I do. I remember it might have even been from you, Moda, but like around this time last year, Katie shared something that was like, it was like not very much money. It was like, do you need like $250 extra for Christmas or something like that? And it like broke it down like specifically like how you could get there. And I was like, well, like to me, I was like, well, I might not hit Success Club, but I can, like, this was then, but I was like, but I can like make $250. So like it was motivating to get like just get started. So
yeah, I think we have that. It's a a big monkey picture about how you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in our files, I feel like. But yeah, you know what? It's a good thing. I'd love to be able to grant people money so they can adopt children one day. That's my big thing. When money might not be a problem right now. Woo, my goodness. Oh, who's building a business and it is not money. Oh, okay. Woo, we in a prayer here. Okay. Anyway. All right. So what's next? That's the question. You guys got it. 2-star. Oh yeah. 1-star. Diamond. 2-star. Let's do it. Just engineer it. Reverse engineer it. Re-engineer it. Reverse engineer it. Figure out what you have to do. And then let's work as a team to help each other get there. Like, let's just, whatever. Let's just, whatever we need to do. Let's work as a team and get it and do it. All right. Okay. Well, that was fun. And we will, now it's okay. I loved it. It's 9:15. Teamsy can wait. It's probably going to be recorded. It's so important. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. And let's take a picture real quick. All right. Everybody in there? There you are. There. Megan. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. You have a good night, and we will see you on the flip side. What's next? Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye.